Right, we're at Cafe Dijon in Greenpoint, and we're here with Maxime and Alain Graillot, and we're tasting the 2010 crozes-hermitage from Alain Graillot, and wow, what a vintage! What's so good about the vintage? Maybe I'll ask Maxime first.
It was a very classic vintage for us. Yeah, everything was there at the right moment. Good spring, good summer, and very good harvest. The climate was very good with us. We did very low yield in 2010, so this is why also the vintage, the wine is so concentrated and the tannin so.
And the volume is small, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately the volume is very small. So that's the rules. We had the chance to do that. A lot of wine in 2009. Back a lot of wine in 2011, but 2010 was pretty weak, so in quantities, but not weak in qualities.
And Alain, you like the tannins in 10?
Yes, I do like the tannins, and what we may also say is that it's a vintage that everything was correct and fine during the growing period, and vintage, no problem. Obviously, that was something very good, but to be really honest, we really became to understand how great it was during the aging period. Once the wine was in barrel, because you know we have a lot of visitors. So when we taste the wines during winter, we just realized that because we were quite impressed by 2009, which also was a very good vintage. But we just realized that 2010, surprisingly, not surprisingly, but it's quite difficult to have two great vintage in a row, but we had, and that was great. But we needed time to really assess how big it was.
Okay, great. So this is a crozes-hermitage, and this is Alain's wine, but Maxime makes it now since 2006. Is that right?
2008.
2008. But Maxime, you've got your own wine, Domaine de Elise. What's the difference between the two?
Well, it's the same grape, the same appellation. It's two different places because the French laws are very restrictive about where you have to do the wine. Yeah, actually the wines are very different because when I bought the vineyards of Domaine de Elise, the farming was really bad.
Okay.
And, so I could not, because one specificity of Domaine Alain Graillot, it's all cluster wine, so we don't distem at all.
So there's no distemming, huh?
Yeah, no distemming on this one, and
Never.
These steamer are not allowed in the winery. It's completely forbidden. And even with a challenging year like 2002, 2008, we did 100% all cluster. That's the rules, but this is possible, and you can make very fine great wines with this method if the farming is just perfect.
Okay.
And I could not, when I started to farm my vines of Domaine de Elise in 2004. You know, the farming before was so bad, and it was using a lot of herbicides, and it was not very organic farming. So the vines were weak, and so the fruit were not deep enough for balancing the stems.
Okay.
So this is why I decided very early in 2004 of doing a completely different style of wine, and this is it's between 80 and 100% this stem.
Ah, okay.
So
it's a softer mouthfeel, or how?
Yeah, actually, this is the beginning. This is the starting point, and then there is a lot of differences in the winemaking and in the barrel aging, which are different between the two wines. But it's just the consequence that one is 100% on cluster and one is 80% stem.
So modern and traditional, is that right?
Yeah, I would say like old school and like more contemporary. Like actually, it's pretty obvious on the labels.
Yeah.
You see the label, you see the you see exactly what is new, what is old style.
Okay, so 2010 is a vintage, the best ever?
I won't say so. First, we are never sure about that. It's definitely ranking out of the, let's say, the top 5.
Okay.
Which is already something important for us.
Yes.
Then the best ever made. I won't say so. I think I will give you the answer within 20 years.
Okay.
And within 20 years it could be really positive. But today it's really too early about that.
I think it will age beautifully. So it's going to be very interesting in 20 years because it will age beautifully. The tannins are strong and dense.
Balanced.
Really balanced. But I think so far, about Alain and Graillot's wine, I think I would prefer till 2000. I think 2000 for me is just
a bit better.
Just a bit better. But I think probably in 20 years, I think the ranking will change.
Okay. For me, I love Alain and Graillot wines because they're affordable. It's pure Syrah. Domaine des Lys is similar with a little bit more polish to them and great value for money. What are you doing in South Africa? You don't know yet.
We came because we were invited for the Sparkling Revolution.
Okay.
So, which is like organized by Adi, which has been an internship at the Domain in 2007. So we still have good links with him. So when we were invited a few months ago, we couldn't say no. So
okay.
We came here with pleasure, and to spend November to have this weather. What we have in France at this moment.
And moreover, we had good comments about previous events from Olivier Clap or Stéphane Augier, so they just confirm that it's a nice event.
But they can't remember anything.
So you believe we won't be the same situation when?
No. Well, anyway, thank you very much for coming, and we're going to now drink 9 different vintages of your wines, and we'll have lots of fun on the weekend. So
hopefully. So,
yeah.
cheers.